Have you ever had a day where you're like, oh, I could use so much more sunshine today, or I'm feeling dreary, or it's raining like it is here in Nova Scotia. It is really blowing out there today. So I thought, you know what, let's bring a little something a little sunny into today. So come along with me if you would like to see how I make what I call sunshine. So a few years ago, the recipe was introduced to me, and then what I did was I took the recipe and just modified it to what I enjoy. So I'm going to show you what I put into it. So you can see here I have my Vitamix, and I have 3 cups of water, filtered water in here, and I have about 4 clementine size oranges, or you can use 2 regular size oranges. So usually what I do to be proactive, because I'm all about just being quick during the week, because as we all know, life is so busy, I'll take them and peel them, and then have my ginger all peeled, and I freeze it, whether I do it in a section of 1 serving, or I'll do it like my oranges and then my ginger separate. So all you do is we take the 3 cups of filtered water, and we're gonna add our 4 oranges to that. And I have about, that's probably too much, about a couple tablespoons of fresh ginger that I have peeled, washed and peeled, of course. So now I'm going to add a splash of organic cinnamon. And here I'll add a dash of cayenne pepper. And 2 heaping tablespoons of turmeric. And I just realized I forgot the pepper, so I'm going to grab that, and I'm going to put about a half a teaspoon of black ground pepper. And then I will add about a cup of lemon juice. And the final ingredient is some local honey, about a tablespoon. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we are gonna take all this and we are gonna actually strain it. So I'll bring you down and show you what I am doing here. So what I do is I get a 1 liter glass jar, because you want to use glass, not a plastic container, because it's porous, so you don't want it to leak into whatever you're putting it in. Then what I do is I use one of my old plastic cutting boards. The reason why I use this is I don't use this for food anymore, but you do not want to get any turmeric on your countertop, especially if you have white like me, because it's very hard to get out. So I just keep everything on here. And then what I do is I just take my plastic canning funnel, and I have a strainer. You can get, this is actually a dollar store one. It's held up pretty good. I put it in the dishwasher and everything, and so far so good. So then what you do is you just slowly pour it over. And this is where your patience comes in, because you want to make sure that it strains and you get all that nutrients out of there. And I like to use a spoon and help it along. just take your spoon and push down on the pulp to get any of the remaining liquid out. And as you do this, just scoop it into a bowl, and I'll explain later what you can do with it. All right, so I got everything strained now, so I'll show you. This is, that there is the pulp. So what I've done is I'm actually gonna save that. Some people like to freeze it in little cubes and then use it in a hot drink if they're sick. You can save for other smoothies, whatever you choose. I actually have an experiment I'm gonna try with mine, so stay tuned for that. But here is the finished bottle. And what I like to do is I have these little plastic covers. I use these on top. You can reuse like old canning lids because I don't reuse mine, so I save them for things like this. Just put some plastic around the rim of it before you put this on because it will eat away at that, the acidity of it. So I can't make any claims as to how great this is for you, but if you look up each ingredient that is in here, you will see that it has a lot of nutritional benefits, such as what you may get is anti-inflammation, helps with digestion, helps with just overall feeling really good, and it really lifts you up. That's how I feel when I drink it. And it's also great for immunity as well, especially this time of year when we're all fighting off those colds and flus that are going around. So now let's give it a try. All right, so cheers, bottoms up. Yummy. So I hope you enjoyed, and stay tuned for more videos to come. And please like and subscribe. And actually, before I end this video, you probably saw there was a pot on the back of my stove. So I'll show you a little glimpse of what I was making. You can see here, this is actually tallow that I made. I rendered it. I got some leaf fat from my local butcher, which is the part around the kidney, which has the most beneficial parts. So stay tuned. I'll do a video once I learn a bit more about how to do this. And I just jarred them up after a few renders, and I just reused some of my canning lids and let it self-seal because I'm going to be using them right away, but they are shelf stable for 6 months. So thank you for tuning in, and enjoy your sunshine.